All right, it is time to start our first YouTube stream. Um, let's see, how do I explain this? I'm here for it. I'm a an aspiring streamer and a YouTuber, an aspiring YouTuber, Pokemon lover, and this is the beginning of a new Nuzlocke run for the fan-made ROM hack Emerald Sea Glass. Really beautiful game, really fun game by all accounts, and this is my first time getting to play it. I'm going in totally blind. This is my first stream on YouTube, but I did do one stream of another Nuzlocke on Twitch just last year, just a few months ago. We ended that run sometime in November, and I've been editing a video together of that run. It's a new kind of Nuzlocke. I developed a new kind of Nuzlocke called, I'm calling it a ChefLocke, and it's actually pretty straightforward. Hardcore Nuzlocke rules apply. All of those are in the description of this video, of this stream here. If you're not familiar with a Nuzlocke and you somehow stumble upon this stream, I'm like, how? You're a weird guy. Like, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for being here, but you're weird. But if you need a refresher on the rules, the hardcore Nuzlocke rules are in the description. The ChefLocke works like this. It's really straightforward. You pick a recipe at the beginning of your run that you want to make. For my first one that I did last year, I chose lasagna. The better the recipe, the bigger the recipe, the more ingredients in that recipe, the better it is for the potential of encounters. The way it works, you pick a recipe you want to make. Each Pokemon you get in the game has to be named for an ingredient in that recipe, or that can go in that recipe. You can get a little creative with it as long as it's not... Honestly, do whatever you want. Every ingredient, every Pokemon is an ingredient. You name it after a unique ingredient. At the end of the challenge, you might even be ahead of me. At the end of the challenge, if a Pokemon has fainted, you cannot use that ingredient in the recipe. So, for instance, the fried rice run, I'm going to do that sometime in the future. Let's say you lose peas. Obviously, you don't use peas. Now, what happens if you lose rice? Well, what we have added another element of the ChefLocke variant. This is all in the description too, written more eloquently than I'm saying it now. But at the beginning of the challenge, you got to identify your foundational ingredients for that recipe. Ingredients that the recipe simply couldn't be made without. For instance, for a Fried Rice ChefLocke, like I mentioned, rice would be a foundational ingredient. So if rice dies, if rice the Squirtle faints, then it's a full wipe. You must restart the challenge. The idea of the ChefLocke is to play a fun game with really high stakes, an added element of like real world stakes that kind of affects the way you might have to play. In a regular Nuzlocke, sometimes you gotta like sack the starter, or sack a Pokemon you thought was important to make it through. But in this, it adds just that extra layer of difficulty, saying like, well, guess what? That you can't let that die. If that dies, it's over. So, it's just a fun way to combine two things I'm really passionate about, playing Pokemon and cooking. And I've been wanting to play this game, Emerald Sea Glass, for a long time, and the lasagna video is really close to being done. It's going to be my first full-length YouTube video for this channel. I'm really excited to upload it. It was a lot of fun to play, and I really am excited about this variant. It's a lot of fun to do. It really adds an element of stakes and fun, and it brings the Nuzlocke into real life. Like you play a Nuzlocke and it's fun, and then you beat it, and then it's over. For this, it's over. Oh, now we get to celebrate, and all my friends that made it to the end of the challenge are going to help collude into a delicious dish that I'm excited to make. And, one of the things that I find so exciting is I'm picking recipes that are maybe a little more extravagant for me, ingredients that I wouldn't always be able to afford or spring for, and cooking processes that can take a long time. Like our lasagna, we made that sauce from scratch. We constructed everything from scratch. We got the best ricotta at our local Italian grocery store. We got the best mozzarella we could get. It's that kind of celebration that I think, like I said, it just brings the Nuzlocke into real life in a way that I think is just a lot of fun for me and hopefully for you if you end up watching this. So without further ado, we are going to start this Nuzlocke. So the recipe that we've chosen for our Nuzlocke, our ChefLocke of Pokemon Emerald Sea Glass, is Pozole. It's a traditional Mexican soup recipe. There's different variants of it, but the one we'll be making is a traditional Pozole Rojo. It's the red Pozole. It's the foundational ingredients that I've identified are pork shoulder, hominy, because it's really, hominy is like a white corn. It's like a larger white corn. I think it's actually gone through like a chemical process to make it the way it is. It's an interesting ingredient, but it's delicious. It's like a more substantial, kind of like fluffier kernel of corn. So hominy, pork shoulder, and broth. I mean, it might, and salt. Salt is almost always, salt is basically a foundational ingredient in almost every single ChefLocke. I mean, the only thing I can think of is maybe certain baked goods. You know, a cookie tastes better with salt, but you can make a cookie without salt. It will still taste good. It will still be a cookie. But I think if you're cooking meat, especially, really any savory dish, salt is probably a foundational ingredient. So our foundational ingredients for this run will be pork shoulder, salt, broth, and hominy. Well, you know, and tomatoes. Yeah, of course, tomatoes, because you can't have a red pozole without red tomatoes. So tomatoes too. You know, I haven't fully thought this out, but ultimately, like, I think that peppers too, there's like dried peppers that are used in a pozole that are absolutely essential, but each one, I would say, how we'll play this, I'm still working out the kinks in this. How we'll play this is that we'll have our collection of peppers come up. I'm not going to name any of the peppers today, but we have to, let's say we have to have at least one of our dried peppers alive by the end of the thing. So, yeah, dried chilies. I always call them peppers, but like guajillo is one, ancho is another, and there's others that people use and that I will definitely be using because I want to be able to name multiple ingredients. That's one of the reasons I chose pozole, is because there is so much room for expansion. Like, you can just put so much into a pozole if you want. There's a lot of toppings that go into it: avocado, cilantro, lime, radish, cabbage. So there's really no shortage of what we can do with the pozole. It's a really, like I said, it's a really flexible recipe for the most part. Now, excuse me for a moment. We're not going to play for too long today, but I just wanted to get started on this stream because, like I said, the lasagna ChefLocke video, it's really close to being done, and I want to try to get out at least one challenge run a month, ideally. So that means that we gotta play, we gotta stream, and I know there's no one in this stream. I didn't advertise it ahead of time. I only had 9 subscribers, so even if I did, I doubt there'd be anybody here. But ultimately, you gotta start. You gotta start the stream. This is more for the video in the future, and for me, than it is for trying to get a bunch of people to watch me right now. So if you find me, feel free to say hi. I'd love to hear from you. We're doing a giveaway on the channel. If you subscribe to the channel, you get a chance to win a Shrouded Fables Elite Trainer box, Pokemon trading cards. It's about a $50 value. You could do whatever you want with it. It's going to one of our first 500 subscribers. One of the first 500 people to subscribe to this channel is going to get that box for absolutely free, for just the click of a button. So stop by, hang out. We're going to have a good time regardless. All right, let's start this run. Oh, guys, this is exciting. I haven't done a run in a while now. All right. Emerald Sea Glass. I've been so excited to play this. It's just beautiful. This kind of like hybrid Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advanced art style. I mean, just look at Lotad. Look at that already. Like, we're just like killing it with the designs, because that is Lotad. Like, it doesn't look weird. Am I allowed to curse on YouTube? I marked not for kids on the stream. Whatever. But yeah, I just think this is gonna be a fun time. It just looks like a beautiful game, and the description of it from the developer says it's not a difficulty hack. And if you're not familiar with that term, a difficulty hack is like a fan-made ROM hack that's designed with the deliberate intention of making the game more challenging to like competitive players. The kind of people that, you know, I'm sure you've heard of Pokemon challenges. He's playing difficulty hacks. That guy is almost never just going to play, like, a straight-up Pokemon game at this point. Other content creators that I like a lot, like Flygon HG, he'll play traditional... Sorry, I'm just trying to think of what to name the character, because it can't fit here for it. Well, let's just do for it. No, that doesn't make sense. I almost always name my character 7 for whatever reason. So let's just... Yeah, our name's 7. What if our name's Pozole? That makes sense. Why not? Our name is Pozole. So anyway, this is not a difficulty hack. It's not made to be any easier than Pokemon Emerald. There have been changes made to gym leaders. I looked ahead at the kind of like walkthrough a little bit, and you know, there's slight differences here. It looks like there's type differences that they've added too. Like, I think Altaria is a dragon fairy in this game to match its Mega Evolution. So that's cool. I'm really excited to see what... I'm going in relatively blind. Like I said, I have not played this game before. I started a file earlier today just to kind of get the mechanics down and see what it would look like. I'm really excited to be playing this. So yeah, as of right now, like, I'm excited to play ROM hacks. I really have... just gotten into the ROM hacks like last year. Pokemon Unbound was like so eye-opening as to what a Pokemon fan game could be. Just a beautiful game with a totally original story, totally original character designs, and just... Oh yeah, get our shiny charm. That's fun. And just totally original. So many quality of life updates and stuff like that. So I've really been enjoying exploring Pokemon fan-made games. And the Lasagna Nuzlocke that we did playing Pokemon Fire Red. Really, I just kind of wanted to play the easiest possible Nuzlocke. Which, if anyone's ever tried it, you know that Pokemon Fire Red is probably the easiest Nuzlocke that you can play. Because I just wanted to... What would I say? I wanted to, we can get our rare candies later. I know there's a rare candy cheat. I don't have it right in front of me. Well, hold on. Maybe I could get it in front of me relatively quickly. I'm going to count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I found it. So yeah, the Lasagna lock, it was Fire Red. We played it real straightforward. It was a lot of fun, but it's not a very challenging game. I'm not a professional Nuzlocker. I'd love to be, someday, or at least close to that. I have other ideas for challenge runs that I'm really excited to try out, beyond the ChefLocke variant that we're doing here. So, you know, I want to play the game. I want a fun challenge, but ultimately, right now, we're trying to get through runs kind of more quickly because I want to get this content out. I want to get these videos out. And so the easier the game, you know, the faster we can get through the challenge, and the quicker I can get it turned into an entertaining video that you can enjoy for the rest of time, or as long as we have internet. But ideally, what I'm building to with this channel, is a community of people that want to see more interesting challenge runs, and not just a hard Pokemon game, but a hard Pokemon game that maybe you're making a pie out of somehow, or maybe, you know, I have other ideas. I don't want to give away everything at once, but all that to say, on a long enough timeline, the goal of this channel is to be playing, like, really hard Pokemon games, in the, you know, in the most interesting way possible. Not because I'm particularly talented as a Nuzlocker, but just because I love these games, and I love a challenge, and I love beating a challenge. So, that sounds like fun to you. Definitely subscribe to the channel and keep up with our streams, because they should only get bigger and better, and more challenging. I'm excited for Sea Glass. Sea Glass will definitely be more challenging than Fire Red, without being, like, from what I've seen, it doesn't look like it's going to be an impossibly hard thing. And like the developer said, it's not a difficulty hack. It's a fun hack. We're having fun. So we're gonna go through, pick our starter here in just a second. There's cheats for, like, you could get the Gen 1 starters or Gen 2. I think they have them even past that. There's like I think the Pokedex is right around 410, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's like a 410, 412, might be the exact number. But from what I understand, all the Pokemon up to Gen 3, all their, like, post-Gen 3 evolutions have been added. So Annihilate, up to Gen 9 apparently, so hopefully Annihilate. I saw that Tinkatuff is in here, Tinkaton, so there might even be more past that. But here we go. We are starting the Pozole run, and it's time to get our starter and save this grown man from a dog. So let's see who we're going for. I think that, God, these sprites are just so adorable. So we got to enjoy all of them. That's Mudkip. Mudkip is definitely my favorite of these three starters. And Swampert is definitely my favorite of the final forms as well. I have been playing these games. I got the pre-order of Pokemon Ruby when I was 10. So I've been playing these games for, God, what, 20 years almost? Maybe a little more than 20 years. Mudkip is always what I've gone for. I love all of these Pokemon. I've had really fun runs with all of them. What I'll say is, I'm tempted to not go for Mudkip because there seems to be a plethora of water encounters. I mean, I think that's notorious. Like, there's so many water encounters in this game. So I think what we're gonna do... Oh, God. You know what? I'm gonna let a random number generator pick it. That's what we'll do. We'll let a random number generator pick it. Random number 1 through 3. 1 Trico, 2 Torchic, 3 Mudkip. Google, what do you got? Gave me 1. We're going with Trico. God, just look at that background. This is really, it's just so beautiful. God, I'm excited to play this. I tried patching this months ago, and like, I don't know what I was doing wrong, but I couldn't get it to work on my phone at least, so I'm excited to have finally gotten this figured out and be playing now. Let's see here. Oh, okay. We got one watching. Thanks for watching. I won't call you out again unless you talk to me, but thank you for watching. That's really cool of you. Alright, so Trico, our starter, is going to be what I call the most foundational ingredient of this recipe. And we're going to be naming him Pork Shoulder. Because that's everything. All the flavor is in that fat that you get from that slow cooked, just delicious pork shoulder. Okay, so you can have like, ooh, okay. I'm worried now that I'm getting like paranoid that I'm spelling shoulder wrong. I spelled mascarpone cheese wrong in the lasagna run and got roasted pretty good for it. Shoulder. Yes, okay. I'm not crazy. You ever start streaming and forget English? Alright. Pork shoulder, welcome to the Resistance. Now it's time to go take on our rival. Oh, and you get the followers in the game. Oh, he's not gonna like me yet. Oh, yeah, he's mad. Making an unhappy face. Well, you'll love me soon enough. Mr. Shoulder. Mr. Shoulder. Now, I don't want it to be implied that we're eating Pokemon. That's not what's happening. Pork shoulder is simply a representative of a real-life ingredient. When we eat the pork shoulder, we're not eating pork shoulder the Trico. Just like when you name your cat Oreo, you're not actually going to eat your cat by pulling it apart, licking the inside, and then throwing away the outside. We will do just like a straight up level 5v level 5. I don't see any real reason to train up to an extra level to beat this fight. It's just like not that deep. So Brendan, get ready. It looks like the encounters in the first two routes are mostly bugs, but IDK. Not that worried about it. Alright. Yes, it's me. Yes, your dad gave me a Pokemon. You'll teach me what being a trainer's about? Oh my god. That's so nice of you. God, look at that Torchic sprite. And these back sprites are really good. Yeah, I'll definitely like try to credit the creators in Oh, and he has the speed boost ability. What do we got? Overgrow? Okay. Interesting. I wonder if that's a roll or if you always get the... if I'm not oh god, our attack IV is messed up. We got a perfect special attack IV Trico? Whatever. It seems like amazingly bulky though. Am I wrong? Hold on. Okay, middling HP, but yeah. Perfect defense, really good special defense, middling speed. Okay, bulky Trico is not what I had in mind, but, you know, you need that bulk in a pork shoulder. You need a lot of cartilage, a lot of meat, a lot of stuff to break down and soup together into delicious, delicious fat for my soup. Now, I may have done a weird one by picking a soup recipe right at the end of spring, but you know what? I don't care. Soup's good enough. You make it when it's hot, you make it when it's cold. This is exciting. I'm really excited to be doing this. Next time I'll start trying to announce these things ahead of time to all 9 of my subscribers who I just think the world of. Sincerely. I don't know who all you are yet, but if you're following this account already, I just can't thank you enough. It means the world. Alright, that's the rival down. We won't be streaming too long today. We'll probably be here until... Let's see here. I gotta get ready to leave for a thing in like an hour. Yeah, so we can stream for like an hour. We should be able to get pretty far. Leafage. Yeah, they added a bunch of new moves. Like, newer generation moves, too. I'm really excited. And there's a special physical... There's a special physical split in this game. Which is always my preferred play method at this point. Because, like, when I was a kid, I really didn't know what was going on. I really didn't know the difference between special and physical. And I think that making it move dependent instead of type dependent is just so much more intuitive to me. Like, so when I got back into Pokemon, like Black and White era, I couldn't afford a DS. My family couldn't afford a Pokemon DS. My dad lost his job between the Game Boy Advance and the Game Boy DS, so life changed a little bit. But then a friend finally gave me his old DS in time for Black and White to come out. And so I got back into it, and we had physical special split. And so by the time I was playing Pokemon and, like, old enough and smart enough to know what I was doing at all, like, physical special split was already fully established. So that's just, like, how I play. I literally, like, went back to play old games, and I had to, like, relearn. I was like, oh, wait, it works differently? And I just think the modern way is so much more intuitive. So I love it when these ROM hacks make sure to include the physical special split, because it's just, I just think it's a better game that way. Get our first Pokeballs here, and it's time to start catching more delicious ingredients. Now, another thing, I'm trying to figure out exactly how to kind of like establish and maintain this rule, but I'm trying to make sure that every ingredient fights at least one trainer. You know, if they're gonna go into the soup, I feel like they should contribute to the run. Now, I'm tempted to get even more strict about that, but it's more work, you know, ultimately. But the goal of this is never for me to name, like, Pokemon I know I'm never gonna use, like, for my foundational ingredients, permabox them, and never risk them once. Like, we want to take risks, for sure. So the goal in my mind is definitely, like, you know, pork shoulder is a foundational ingredient. That's our starter. He's going to be playing a lot, you know? So we're not going to name... Oh, no! I wasn't thinking, and I knocked out the encounter. Okay. Whatever. All right, no encounter. That's our bad. In my own life, I would just, like, run that back. I would just rewind and do it again. But that's not how we're playing this. We're playing this for the tube. We're playing this for the tube, baby. And the tube demands integrity. So we will we will abide by our mistakes on the YouTube. Ooh, that is a great encounter in my mind. I love Wingull and Pelipper. We're just gonna throw it. It's level 2. We should be able to catch this. Oh, come on, guys. I don't want to hit it. I think we just Pokeball. Ah! Oh my god. Oh my god. Sorry, I just got a weird DM. Not that weird, but come on! I can't imagine we one-shot this. Okay. I don't want to miss 2 of my first fucking... Oh, pardon. First encounters. I don't know if I'm allowed to curse. I feel like I should be. But, you know. Oh, God. Alright. Well. Come on. Get in the ball, please. Be our friend. Hey, there we go. Alright. Now, who are we adding to our recipe now? Who do we got? I think we want to go with one of our dried chilies. God, I want it to be known now. I'm white. I'm a white person. I just love Mexican food. I've made several pozoles for myself. I've enjoyed it at restaurants. It's just a recipe I love a lot that has a lot of ingredients. I'm gonna mispronounce some stuff, and I apologize, profusely. But you know, just help me out. Help me out. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Just be patient with me. We're gonna go with ancho. Ancho the wingle. It's delicious. I think an ancho. I think it's a poblano, dried. But I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. But ancho, welcome to the team. Provides just a lot of depth of flavor. Those dried chilies. Chile is the country. This is... Oh no, what have I gotten myself into? For lasagna, like, I didn't I didn't care. I didn't care at all about offending Italian people. So, you know, not a big deal. But I sincerely don't want to... My goal here is never to be offensive. That is not something I'm interested in doing. So, let's get a few more Pokeballs. And always... I think it's so imperative in a Nuzlocke, especially early game, to have some antidotes on you, you know, because if you're too far from a Poke Center, that's just a totally needless loss, and it's the cheapest item in the market when you start the game. So, we got a few more Pokeballs. We missed our first encounter. Was not paying proper attention. So here we are. Encounter number 2, we got Ancho the Wingle. I will be abiding by what I'll call the standard Nuzlocke YouTuber practice of using unlimited rare candies to keep my Pokemon leveled adequately, because I'm just not interested in adding a bunch of unnecessary time, grinding in the grass. It's not good content, and it's honestly, like, it's, you know, you could call this slight, but, ooh, pretty feather. Thank you, Ancho. It makes the run actually easier to grind, because you get more EVs that way. Ooh, Poochie. He looks so menacing. He's so gray. You know, because if you don't grind in the grass and instead just like rare candy everything, they're missing out on all the EVs that they would get and build up if they were grinding in the grass. So if anything, like I said, it actually makes the run harder. So it's, to me, it's very much so. I don't think of it as cheating. Now this might kill. Nice, it did not kill. All right. We've got a lot of encounters ahead of us. If I'm not mistaken, a typical Emerald one has like close to 40 encounters, and we could make an amazing, intricate, delicious pozole with probably like 25 ingredients. So we really don't need to live and die by every encounter. I'm not that bummed or pressed that I didn't catch that Zigzagoon, I guess is what I'm getting at. Now, we're gonna get into the spices. Now, let's see. I think that there's a lot of spices that can go into a pozole. But one essential spice in my mind for pretty much any Mexican recipe is cayenne pepper. Cayenne. So, Cayenne the Puchiana, welcome to the Resistance. I hope I spelled that right. I did. It seems. So, that's exciting. Go ahead and just bring him up a bit. Now, we still need to abide by, like, level management. I'm not trying to, like, over-level dramatically past, you know, kind of the levels of the trainers around me. Because we still want it to be challenging. So I'm not going to go, like, out of control with the rare candies, but we're going to use them. We're going to use them consistently. We're going to use them on every Pokemon. Because it's just not worth not doing that. God, even this Poké Center, like the design of this Poké Center, like you've got the beautiful, like, is it a bookshelf? Magazines, yeah, which is like just beautiful, and then this lovely plant. The tables look like tables, like they have these tablecloths on them. It's just gorgeous. It's just really gorgeous. And I love the way the buildings look. They're this rustic, like, shingled roof, wooden, stone hybrid thing. It's just beautiful. All right. Trainer time. It's time to fight some trainers. Let's see here. Again, I'm just astounded by these backgrounds. Okay. I don't think Cayenne had Intimidate. Runaway. I wonder, does he grow out of that, or I'm not sure. Let's see what we got going on. I'm going into this relatively blind, like I said. Like, I skimmed the documentation, and I've seen some playthrough online on YouTube from others. But this isn't a game where we're going to plan a line for every single trainer. Oh, thanks. Now we're getting crit. I think... oh my god! The crit did 7. It shouldn't crit again. We're going to go for at least one more tackle. Okay, but we have to switch now. That was crazy. I might start cursing. If I do and that offends you, I sincerely don't care past... I'm sorry. I don't care. Okay, alright. We're gonna get out of this alive. Good stuff. God, that Wingle is cute. And the Hoot Hoot. And he does a little victory dance. This game is amazing. I'm like 2 seconds in, I'm in love. The old Gold, Silver, Crystal era youngster sprite. It's just a work of art. You'll see me use the fast forward feature every once in a while. Because, you know, like I said, we want to get through these runs. I want to make some really fun videos. And in order to make the videos, the run has to be over. Which means, let's get through this stuff. But for now, we're playing kind of nice and slow. Just getting the run off the ground. Getting it started, because the closer I get to finishing the lasagna video, the more and more anxious I get about the fact that I hadn't started the next run. So I just had to start it. And I got some free time today, and I just upgraded my internet, so this stream is running smoother than I've ever had a stream run before, and we're just having a good time with it. Oh, was that a ladybug and a love ball? Did you see those hearts? That was really adorable. Yeah, I'm not fast forwarding today just because I want to see the graphics the way they're intended to be seen. I just think this is such a pretty game, and this level of effort from the developers really, I think, constitutes like trying to enjoy it for what it is. But I'll start fast forwarding at some point. You'll see me use it sometimes. Let's see here. We got a few more encounters before the first gym. What do we got? We've got the route with the beach, Mr. Briney's house, that route. We've got the Petalburg Woods, and then 2 possible other ones. I haven't looked into it. I don't know if you get early access to like a fishing rod or anything, but that would open up 2 more encounters. It would open up one in Petalburg City, and then it would open up one in the route north of where's Roxanne? What city is that? I can't even remember. I played these games so much, but it's like the cities just don't matter to me as much. The regions and stuff. I've always just been like, show me those Pokemon. I gotta see those Pokemon. Okay. I had a feeling like we're twice the level of this thing. I know it's super effective, but like figured we could tank one without switching in for no reason. Tailo, we'll switch out on Tailo. Oh, I didn't heal Ancho. Okay, that's great. Cayenne's got this. Yeah, we're doing fine. I wonder if we can knock it out on one howl. I like this like grayness to him. Like I like that he doesn't have the colors in his eyes. Like, not that I don't like the regular Poochyena design, but it's cool. It's fun to see it like this. Sorry if the audio quality isn't great. I don't have a way currently of using the kind of audio equipment that I own on my Mac. I just have a MacBook right now. I do not have the best like gaming setup, so we're using the computer laptop mic, you know, because that's just where I am in my life. But I am planning on getting a way of using, because I do have some nicer mics, planning on trying to get a way to use those. So just, you know, bear with me. If it sounds bad, like, let me know. Sincerely, let me know if it sounds bad, because I want these streams and to be the best they can be, and I want the videos that we make eventually to be the best they can be. And so, you know, if there's any glaring issues to you or anything that you're just like really dissatisfied with from the stream or these videos, just like, you know, let me know. I'd really appreciate your feedback. Let me know kindly. But I want to make this channel the best it can be. And there's only so much time I can spend learning stuff. I don't think he's gonna know poison moves at this point, but gosh, we really should have healed before this. I'm being a silly Simon, we'll say. Ooh, okay, I don't like that. Ooh. Oh gosh. Well, let's just hope we dodge critical hits. It's only Vine Whip. It's not like it has an increased critical hit ratio or anything. Golly. Alright, we got a tanky Trico here. Pork Shoulder is an absolute tank. Yeah, those should not do much. Okay. Oh no! God, I'm playing sloppy. We'll make it. We're gonna go unpunished. Yeah, unpunished. Great stuff. I love having Trico as this like vibrant like nuclear green. It's really fun. I went with the May design, over the Brendan design because I just think that it's a better designed character. Brendan's hat always bothered me. I don't know what it is, but we went with May. Okay, I think there are like wishing wells and stuff like in this game, like with special encounters and stuff, so be sure to check out wells as we come to them. Doing a little fast forward here. I kind of walked around and talked to people in this section. I didn't even make it to Roxanne, but I just played just enough to kind of get an idea of what I was getting into here. I'll slow down. Okay, let's speed up. Come on. And then I don't think they even actually show it. Yeah. Whoa, I did it. It's my Pokemon. Pozole, thank you. You're welcome, Wally. I don't understand Wally. I don't understand the character. Like, is he severely, like, is he agoraphobic? Is he younger than me somehow? Like, why is it that he's so, like, baby-coded? Am I wrong? Why is Wally, like, for some reason seen as, like, I'm just a little baby? I don't know. Maybe that's just me. When I was doing the lasagna run, I had like a frame that I put around the screen. So I might do... Excuse me. I might do more like visual adjustments to the stream as we go on. But like I said, just really wanted to get the run started. I was just like really stressing out. Like I said, I'm getting to the end of this lasagna video that I'm making, and I'm just like, the closer I get to finishing it, I'm just like, oh no, I haven't even started the new run. Oh no, oh no, oh no. So it just had to be done. Just had to be done. All right, we got another encounter. Ooh, what do we got? Meowth. I mean, okay. I guess that's a friggin' encounter. We're not... Excuse me. We're not doing awesome with our encounters, especially considering we've got a rock gym coming up, and that Roxanne has Nose Pass, and then both fossil first stages. She has Anorith, and she has Lileep. So both of those are going to resist Trico, which is not ideal. Oh, yeah, we do need to we need to nickname Meowth. Let's see here. Now, less important ingredient, definitely. But, you know, every ingredient matters. Everything is a part of the whole. How about this? Maybe a topping. Meowth can be a topping. Cabbage, welcome to the resistance. Exciting stuff. Alright, let's go heal up. I gotta get used to the way the Poké Centers look from the outside. That's one thing. They could look a little more distinct. The roof could be a little more like red still. But that's such a small complaint. I don't know about you, but I'm so used to playing my ROM sped up. I should probably switch Trico from the starting position. Ooh, look at that. We're on the... we got cactuses on the beach. That's really something. That's a lot of fun. These backgrounds are like... Sorry, I've been yawning a lot. I apologize for that. But these backgrounds are like undeniable. These are so cute. So unique to a lot of the stuff I've seen in actual Pokemon games and in other ROM hacks. A C dot, huh? We'll just stick to pounding. Okay. Not exactly how I meant to said that. How I meant to say that. Wow. Okay. So those bides really, that bide really did a number on us, but yeah. Okay, we should be able to pick this up without a problem now. I'm tempted to also, there's like a nugget cheat that you can put in for like 99 nuggets, and I'm tempted to like, maybe off stream I'll do that and just like carry healing items with me, because it's like, it's just not like entertaining to watch me run back to the Poké Center every time that we have a battle, but it is optimal play at this point. So yeah, I'm gonna do that off stream. I'll cash in a bunch of nuggets and make sure we are adequately stocked with the accessible healing items. I mean, we got some rare candies. Let's just do this real quick. We can sell rare candies for a pretty good profit. Let's just do, yeah. And just pick up more potions. Yeah, I don't think we need 500 of them, but maybe like 116 will suffice. Cool. And let's get a healthy amount of repels. Look at these Pokemarts too. They have these like bottles and bread and it just, or those potatoes. Who even cares? It's just really cute. It's way cuter than just like the shelves in the regular games. And it's just fun to see this Game Boy Color style with actually like vibrant colors, you know, because it just is. This guy is just a Magikarp. We might as well fight him. Let's level everybody up and kind of change the team around real quick. See, like this is a good thing to... Nice, okay, he's got wing attack now. Bite. Speed up through. And let's set him up, and let's let Cabbage kind of show us what he's got a little bit. Let's make sure our text speed is turned up. I think it should be, yeah, fast, set mode. Okay, we're doing good. Fight this lady. Now, Nuzlocking, optimal play in a Nuzlocke is to avoid optional trainers. And I definitely will. Excuse me. I definitely will sometimes. It's like one of those things for me where... How would I put it? If we're not doing a hard mode run, if we're not doing like a hard game, there's no reason to be so precious and to pretend that like avoiding every trainer is necessary, you know what I mean? Like, I just think like it's just as fun to me to just kind of like, you know, like each trainer battle is an opportunity for something to go wrong, which means that each trainer battle is an opportunity to like prove to yourself that like you're here for the challenge. Oh god, we are not doing great on these encounters. I got way better encounters the first go I did. This shouldn't knock out. Oh my god. Whatever. I'm not really that concerned. I think there's something worthwhile down here, like a Pokeball. Tight. Yeah, I just, oh god. We didn't heal. I just messed up that encounter. That's a bummer. I don't understand why it would happen like that. I wonder if Cabbage doesn't have, like, strong jaw or something. What's going on with you? What's your deal, huh? Pick up. That's kind of fun. I get some fun stuff. Hydration. Modest. Oh, look at you. Oh, and a beefy defense spread. Trash HP, but perfect defenses make up for that a little at least. And then look at that special attack. That's fun. Okay, minus special attack is good. Just like, ooh, Speedy Gonzalez. Okay, not Speedy Gonzalez, but Speedy. That's cool. What about you, Cabbage? What do you got going on, IV-wise? Wow. Okay. Perfect attack, perfect special, perfect defense. Decent speed. We're gonna have fun. This is gonna be a fun time. I'm really excited to see what all encounters we get. I feel like it's like a fun spread. Right now, I would say we are not doing awesome for Roxanne. I really hope we can pick up a water Pokemon or a fighting Pokemon would be good. Just something that can hit a little better and that won't get hit for super effective damage like Ancho will. Just what a gorgeous game, though. My first time trying Pozole was in Chicago. I was at a restaurant called Dove's. And, God, it was just delicious. I've always loved soup. I like making soup. If you are a person that likes food but hasn't really ever, like, gotten into cooking or, like, cooked super successfully, may I suggest soup. Soup is something that you can make really, really delicious with pretty minimal effort. A chicken broth? God, I can't tell you how easy it is to make a chicken broth. Get a chicken. Get a whole chicken, get some chicken bones. Our local butcher shop that we like to go to, they sell like frozen chicken bones, like from really like nice organic chickens for like really cheap. You can get like a whole chicken carcass for like $3. You throw that in a pot with some celery, some carrots, an onion, some garlic, a little bit of salt, and whatever other seasonings you might think are good. Even if it's just the chicken, the onion, you'll get some good flavor in that broth. So you don't have to like know how to cut good or fast. The prep is like, it's just like, soup is just like a really good entry point, I think. And you can taste in a soup, like obviously don't taste your broth until the chicken is cooked, until it's at a safe temperature. But like in a soup, where everything's already at a safe temperature, you can taste as you go. You can really taste everything. And you get a lot of room for you get a lot of wiggle room, I would say, because you'd be surprised how much you have to put into a nice big pot of soup to taste it. So, like, I know when I first started cooking, something I would do is over-salt stuff a lot, especially, like, meat, because every YouTube video is like, generously salt your thing, and I'm like, okay, and then it's like, oh, this is too salty, and you can't really go back. But in a soup, like, you know, a little at a time, just like any other cooking, a little at a time, taste as you go, if it's safe to. But, like, you'd be surprised how much, like, heat you have to put into a soup. Like, how much cayenne you'd have to put into a soup to actually taste the cayenne. Let's just go ahead and switch to pork shoulder here. Level cap for Roxanne is 15. 15. So we are well away from that. God, this Whalmer is cute. That is the cutest Whalmer I've ever seen. Excuse me, I do not say that lightly. I love Whalmer. Look at that thing. Goodbye. Maybe we can meet one of our own at some point. So let's see here. Fake out, that's fun. I wasn't sure if you would learn that. Pork shoulders killing it. The stream looks like it's running nice and smoothly. Where we live, we were able to access a free Wi-Fi plan for several years through Google Fiber. It was a totally zero cost plan, but as you can imagine, the speeds were just abysmal. Just uploading a 1-minute video took like a half hour minimum, if you're lucky. and so recently that plan expired. They finally told us, like, hey, like, we were getting expiration notices for 2 years straight. Like, every month they would mail us and they'd be like, contact us by May or whatever, and we just wouldn't because there was no expiration date in the literature. It was just like, it is expiring. Come to find out that, like, I'm not exaggerating. We were getting those notices for like 2 years, 3 years, and we were like, we're just gonna put it off. We're just gonna call the bluff, because, like, free is free. You know what I mean? Like, if you can get anything as important as internet for free, take it. Pokemon got away all day while moving to sneak over. Well, we can't even get our encounter anyway. I mean, we already missed this encounter, so. But the internet story, all that to say that, like, now that we were forced to upgrade, I have much better internet now. And so I am in a much better position to stream more consistently and at a higher quality. So I'm really excited. I have the thing pulled up, and it seems like there's no issues at all. We're doing good. Cabbage is killing it. Love to have a fake out user on the team. That's really, honestly, really fun. Especially because I'm assuming we'll see plenty of double battles as we go forward in this game. God, that Nincada is so adorable too. I'm a broken record, I get it, but, like, this game is just so pretty to look at. And I know I'm also, like, late on the trend, I guess, but, you know, I think it's a pretty game. It'll be a pretty game to look at forever, regardless. It's, like, not, like, gonna get less pretty, so can we make a Pozole out of it, you know? What will our Emerald Sea Glass Pozole look like? That's what we want to see. That's what the people want to know about. Because I can't wait for you to see the lasagna. It really turned out beautifully. You've heard of cooking channels. You've heard of Pokemon channels. Have you heard of Pokemon cooking channels? You have? Well, have you heard of Pokemon cooking Nuzlocke channels? I don't think you have. I've looked. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe YouTube's trying to hide the truth from me, but I don't think they're out there. So, hang out with me if you're looking to change that. Nice. Level cap's going good. We got the experience share from Scott before we left town. This guy's going to give us bullet seed, which will definitely go ahead and teach to pork shoulder here. I had a pork rib in the lasagna run that I really grew fond of. So it's fun to have another pork on the team. Pork shoulder, yeah, because this is like a guaranteed 2-hit. So it's better than leafage. It's still got decent PP. Nothing wrong with this guy's PP. How many PP jokes have been made in the name of Pokemon? The world will never know. PP. I'm sorry. All right, let's go get these items up here. You know, it's always bothered me that this route is not distinct from the route south of Petalburg Woods. It's just like, make it a different route. Like, I'm sure it's probably easier for the programmers. I don't know. But just, like, name it a different route. Give me another encounter. It's always just been crazy to me that, like, you get through these woods and there's a whole new patch of grass and, like, what, I don't get to catch this Poliwag? You know what I mean? It's just a bummer. It's frustrating. But I will abide by the rules. We've got another encounter. I think there's grass, accessible grass, in the city up here. So we do have up to 3 more encounters ahead of us. We've got the encounter in the city. We've got the encounter in the route east of the city. And then we should be able to get into the tunnel. Verdanturf tunnel. Oh, Centret. A baby Furret. If you're here, you know that this is... I'm here for it. And that is strictly because Furret is my favorite Pokemon of all time. Has been my favorite Pokemon since I was 7, 8 years old. And it's not changing anytime soon. So the pun was there. But the Pokemon came first. The Pokemon before puns. I just love Furret. So... God, it's so... Lotad. Oh no, we didn't heal. Well, we're fine. We're well ahead of these Pokemon at this point. Got our first double battle coming up on the bridge. That'll be fun. Shroomish. I think if I read the documentation, I skimmed the documentation, but if I'm not mistaken, the documentation did say that... What was it? That, slipped my mind. It said something that seemed relevant to me a moment ago. About double battles, maybe? I was talking about double battles. See, this is a time where having a chat would come in handy. I'd be like, chat, what was I just talking about? And chat would be so nice. They'd be like, well, what you were saying was blah. And then we would go about our day. But for now, it's just me and Ancho and the gang. Yes, victory dance. I'm excited. Yeah, I'm already picking songs in my head to make him dance to. In the vid. I used to make like sketches, little short movies when I was a teenager. And I edited all those myself. This was like pre-Vine even. Like, so it was really just me and some actual like hardcore editing software doing my best, and getting back into like making these videos has gotten me back into editing. It's been a lot of fun. I am really enjoying YouTubing, to no one in particular. You may have seen some of my shorts. If you're watching this, you may have seen some of my Pokedoku solves. I'm thinking about doing like longer form versions of that content soon for the channel. So definitely like stick around. We're doing all things Pokemon. And I might do some like other Nintendo stuff here and there. I've been thinking about playing Wind Waker on stream, but I don't want to just let's play Wind Waker. I'd want to come up with something to make it interesting. So, you know, it's all gonna, the idea first is hopefully how I'm gonna run this channel. You know, I don't want to just be like pumping out videos because the YouTube growth hack influencers are telling me that you got to grind out 70 videos a year or whatever the hell it is. But I am gonna try to do like a balance of you know, going for growth within reason, and putting out content that I'm really proud of and that I really worked hard on. I'm really excited for the lasagna video. I really hope you'll like it. Planning on getting that out before the end of the month. Just got a few things left I gotta record. I'm gonna show it to a couple of friends I trust, see what they think about it. Gonna give myself... Oh, okay, we gotta fight this guy. But I think it should be a lot of fun. I'm like playing this game, I'm already getting excited to like see where this run goes and see what kind of video we get to make out of it. I get that there's no shortage of Nuzlocke content on YouTube, and I'm really like not I don't know how to say this. I just think there's like there's stuff being left on the table. There's like ideas and things to make the games just a little more fun and to increase the stakes a little bit. And you know, the way that a lot of the great Nuzlockers that I watch do that is by playing much harder games, and God, more power to them. And I like I said earlier in this stream, I really do hope to play harder games down the line. But you know, I just want to approach this with like some fresh eyes and fresh ideas. And I can't tell you how satisfying it was to win a Nuzlocke and then know like I'm gonna make just the most delicious lasagna because of this game. And I got to feed my partner, and I got to feed my friends, and you know, it was just satisfying. It's like you win something and then you give. And that's kind of what these videos are all about. It's just like fun to share your stuff. All right. And I hope someday to have more people to share it with. Ooh, okay. Just right out the Chingling. What a cutie. Yeah. So, one tackle should not kill this. Oh, not very effective. Excuse me? Is that steel? Did they make Chingling steel type? Okay. Let's see if we can't get it in this great ball. Hey, there we go. Does anybody else feel like the Pokemon Emerald Great Ball, that first one you get after beating the Team Aqua guy, does it almost feel like a soft Master Ball? I feel like it always works. Changling. What are we gonna name you, huh? Let's get another topping in the mix. Radish. Welcome to the Resistance. Excuse me for a moment. I gotta check a message. All right. Let's go get this quick claw. It's weird that you have to like... Here. Excellent. That guy hits his students. You love to see it. Can children even be trusted to be children if you don't hit them? I don't know. Real quick, I'm gonna look up, see if you can get... when you get fishing rods in this game. Because if we can get some extra encounters, especially an extra water encounter before Roxanne, I mean, that's just kind of imperative. It's not something we should pass up on if we don't have to. No, come on, guys. Give me one moment. Those are evolution items. Hey, is this interesting to anybody? I've memorized all 1025 Pokemon in order. Wouldn't that be fun to watch? Could you even fathom somebody rattling off all Pincurchin, Carvine. Come on, guys. Well, yeah, I can't find any information about the rods. Pre Roxanne, so we're just gonna have to pray we can get something on this next route. We'll go ahead and check the route north of this city just to see if, like, I don't know, there's like a patch of grass up there or something. But goodness gracious. One thing I think is cool, I think they tell you evolution methods in the Pokedex here. So let's see if we can't find Chingling. Chingling. Oh, just level 20. Cool. Well, the fact that he's Steel... I mean, let's double check that. But that's certainly what it looked like to me. And I'm not very... Yeah. Alright. So he's Steel. Still Levitate. That's good. Ooh, Levitate Steel? Yeah, that's fun. Jolly. That's not ideal. Ooh, that's not ideal at all. Yeah. That's not great. Good bulk still. Decent attacks. IV, not a good attack stat, but could be helpful in this first gym. So that's good. Let's go north first, see if they didn't add any kind of like grass, or if there's not like a kind fisherman waiting to give us a good rod. Or maybe this is like a Manaphy just sitting on the beach in a Pokeball for no reason. No. Oh, look at the water. Oh. Wouldn't it be nice to just have like a whole wall of your room that just plays this like water texture all the time? Interactive wallpaper. Get on it. They should do that. Somebody pay me $1 million. Yeah. Alright, let's get these. Let's see what we can get here. What do we got? Woof. So we've got one last possible encounter before Roxanne. If we can still even get into the tunnel over there. so let's hope we don't blow it, because, golly. We've got one water Pokemon that's a flying type. We've got another flying type. We've got a normal type. Just not ideal. We might run and try to get more Pokeballs before we even go into the tunnel if this guy doesn't catch. Alright, okay. So we got Tailo. I imagine Tailo will help a lot in the next gym, so that's good at least. Give me 1 second. Just trying to figure out what we're gonna name this guy. Let's see here. You know, if it's a soup, you have to put a bay leaf in it. I almost said I don't make the rules, but you know what? I do make the rules. I'm making this rule. If you make a soup, put a freaking bay leaf in it. If you think that bay leafs are flavorless, I want you to grab a cup of water, put a bay leaf in it, microwave it for like 15 seconds, and tell me it still tastes like water and not a delicious little leaf. Because bay leaves are delicious. They really are. They have great fragrance. And I don't even have the best palate. I can taste a bay leaf. Alright. We got Leech Seeded. Leech Seed doesn't trap you on the field though, right? It's just... Nice. Okay, we dodged the Stun Spore. And we should take him out on the next one. I've memorized every Pokemon in order. All 1025. Something I like to do sometimes is try to... I'm trying to get... What I'm trying to accomplish next is, like, attaching numbers to all of them. Like, memorizing them by number. Shroomish there is 287. No, 285. Shroomish is 285. Poochyena here is 261. So, you might catch me doing that every once in a while, too. Look at his little dance. Do you like me anymore yet? Yay! It looks like you do. You're slightly playful. Ooh, wee, woo, 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 wee, wee. Good for you. Nidoran. I've honestly been, like, considering doing a run on some game sometime soon where I use Nidoran as my starter, because, like, I just think they're so cute. And I don't know how to put this. I feel like the Nidoran lines are some of the most, like, underutilized intellectual properties in the Kanto canon. They've never been given anything since Kanto. They don't have Mega Evolutions. They don't have Gigantamax forms. They don't have regional variants. They don't have... You know, it's just like... Oh, what a cutie. They just, like, don't use them enough. And they're, like, so beautiful. Like, to me, Nidoking is, like... a quintessential Pokemon design. Nidoqueen is good too, like, and I love the color, and but like, he's just so cool, and they just like don't do enough with him. There was that short, I think there's a short on the Pokemon YouTube channel actually, like the official Pokemon YouTube channel, where it's like a kid that meets a Nidoran in the forest or something that, like, God, it's such a cute little short. And it says to me that they know, somewhere in their heart they know, okay, I don't like, okay, Rock Polish is fine. We can deal with that. I was like, I don't like the Geodude survived that Sturdy. I should have predicted the Sturdy and doubled into him, but, you know, we can deal with a Rock Polish, though. And how we'll do it is a bite and then a switch. Radish. The steel type. Radish the Chingling. Yeah. We're making it happen. Alright. Okay. That's weird. God, we have so many more seasonings to catch and name. Alright, and then he doesn't... Oh, no, we do know confusion. Hey, look at that. Wait, but is Shroomish even poison? I don't... No, he's not. He's just a monotype grass. But he's gone. Good stuff. Oh, Victory Dance! Oh my god, it's so cute! Sorry. I'm, going in. Let's see here. I don't even know if YouTube saves these streams. If they don't, I'm literally just talking into the void. But it's all for a reason. It's all to make a fun little video. Oh, we're both seated. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's not ideal. Let's just double switch. I'm not like that concerned about what's going on right here, but I just think like we might as well just like get the leech seeds off. Anjo's little dance is so cute. Alright, this should take it. Yo, yeah. Okay. We're doing fine. Radish. Steel type radish. Gasp, gasp. That was fun even though I lost. Good attitude, youngster. Want to stay here and keep me company? God. No, you just hang out with that grown man that you're staring at. How about that? Let's see here. Bayleaf. Oh, this is another hiker, isn't it? Bayleaf was not the right choice. Woof. Whatever. We'll break sturdy. Okay, nice. That's like exactly what I wanted to see. I do not care if you're faster than us. We can tank a couple hits with Bork Shoulder. All right, we're gonna wrap up kind of soon here. I'd say probably another like 20 minutes, and then we're gonna. He's just getting faster and faster. This is definitely not a difficulty hack. Good for us. Still under the level cap. Now, our special IV is way better than our attack IV. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Leer so that we have a special and a physical grass move for now. It's not like we have better options available to us just yet, so this will do. And here we go. Yeah, look at that. A Mega Drain just like Sucks it right out of him. Or a different choice of words. Ooh, they still got secret bases. I wonder if those are really cute. I wonder what the decorations look like and stuff. Alright, this is our last potential encounter before Roxanne. It'll probably be a Whismer, and it is a Whismer. Which does not help us at all. So that's okay. Mist swirled around the battlefield. Whismer, do you have misty terrain, or what is going on here? Golly. I will say I'm glad there's not, like, made-up types. I really, like, more power to you if you enjoy that kind of thing. If you enjoy people, like, adding types or fake mons or whatever it is that, like, people do to make ROMs more unique. Like, I like all that stuff for you. But for me, for some reason, like, I have no interest in playing, like, the fusions or new types, or I just want to play, like, Pokemon. Oh my god, are we gonna miss this encounter? Oh my god. Okay, that's bad. Let's switch in Chingling. And last Pokeball magic. Hopefully, just get in the ball, Whismer, please. We already missed 2 encounters. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright. Bye. It's not like you would have been helpful anyway. I don't even know that. I'm just bitter. Well, I'm gonna say it. We're not in awesome shape. This is not looking good. And also, like, it's not like the encounters I missed would have helped. Whismer would not have helped. Yeah, this is not going great. But hopefully that comment, "this is not a difficulty hack," will hold true. Probably should have healed up. Ooh. Okay, we're doing fine. Quick attack, we'll take that. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna fight Roxanne, and win or lose, that'll be the stream. Victory dance, love it. Ninkata, I feel like we switch out, just because like a 5-hit Fury attack could go off the rails real quick. If you end up watching this stream, I really, really appreciate it. Go ahead and let me know if you're interested in seeing me Nuzlocke any particular recipes. If you got something in mind that you think would be fun. I'm definitely going to do a fried rice run at some point. I was thinking a pho run could be fun. I was thinking about pizza, could be good, cake, some kind of cake, but I feel like, you know, there's got to be more than that. So if you've got a good idea for recipes, and I might even at some point do recipes that are deliberately like not as heavy with ingredients to limit my possible encounters even, like but we'll just have to see. That's a challenge for a later moment. Do like a foundational ingredient only recipe where it's like, oh, you only make that recipe with these 4 things. Is anybody in the box? I don't think so, are they? I think we whiffed too many encounters. Yeah, no. Friggin' brutal. Well, I would say it's just time to... It's time to do the thing. I mean, there's nothing left to do. You do anything fun, Mr. Gym Attendant? I think it might be Pokemon Unbound, where every time you talk to this guy at the beginning of the gym, he gives you like a bottle of water. And then every time you win, if you talk to him, you have to talk to him though. It's like it rewards you for talking to him. Every time you win, you get friggin' a gem based on the type of the gym leader, normal gym, fighting gym, or whatever. And now I'm just inclined to talk to that guy every time I go to a gym in any game I haven't played before. Because you never know what he might have for you. Alright, free. That's a good free fight right there. Fun. I'm playing pretty fast and loose with this. Like I said a couple times already, I'm like really just like just for my own mental well-being, I just had to start this run. I had to start playing this game so that I can be ready to start working on a new video when time comes. So I'm playing a little fast and loose. I didn't really prepare. I know what her team is, but I don't know what moves they know or whatever, so forgive me if I play sub-optimally here in a second. I'll double check the moveset. Oof. Let's just bring it to the sturdy. Worst case scenario. Oh, doesn't even have sturdy. Rad. Always just hit the water gun, I think is the lesson we take there. Oh, look at that sweetheart. I like that Bonsley looks like it's wearing a diaper. Like, I don't know. Okay, so Bonsley's sturdy. Is he about to rock polish? No. A -2. Or not a -2, but a not very effective low kick. Also, Encho's probably really lightweight. I think low kick's based on weight, right? Yeah, I'm gonna say we don't need mist. Okay, so, and the gym floor background, look at her sprite. That thing is cool. Alright. I'm gonna say, like, there's no way we're gonna run out of PP on this. Let's double check. I'll do this. I'm gonna double check the level cap before we go in. Roxanne, level 15. Storm Drain Lileep. Okay, valuable info. Citrus Berry Nose Pass. Anorith Lead. Okay. God. We did not get good encounters for this. We really, really didn't. So I'm level capping everybody. Water Pulse? Yes. Yes. That is awesome. Wing attack over Peck. Yeah. I'm almost tempted to put Bayleaf in the box because it's just like, what is he gonna do? I mean, I guess you could argue that takes 3 Fury Swipes to do more damage than Scratch. We might want Growl. I'm gonna say no to Fury Swipes. Is he gonna evolve? No. Radish might come in handy with Yawn here. That is exciting, actually. I think Radish might be pretty important. Has that potential. Okay. Anorth first. Gosh, I'm just gonna say we lead Ancho. Pork shoulder's got decent bulk. Ooh, I almost want to buy the Rain Dance TM. But taking a turn to set it up would be risky. I wonder if this AI is smart enough to switch in Lileep. I don't know. It's time. It's time. Come on. I understand there's a different save file. Yes, I want to overwrite that save file. And let's just make a save state for safe measure. Caps lock's on. I don't know why, but it is. Alright, y'all. Badge 1. Let's see if we can do it. I probably should have put a quick claw on somebody. Already making mistakes. but that's okay. Level 12 on the Anorith. Okay, I mean, this should hopefully... Okay, they didn't switch. Free. Alright, Ancho. This is not a difficulty hack indeed. Okay, so Lileep here does know Rock Tomb. I'm going to take one attempt at a Supersonic. Okay, we hit. Oof. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, so we definitely have to switch out. I almost want to put him to sleep. Let's try it. I think Lileep is the one we really have to be the most creative with, because I think ultimately we can just bring in Pork Shoulder, hopefully on full health, against Nose Pass and just take that one without too much trouble at all. But yeah, I think Radish here is going to be good because we'll put him to sleep. It's crazy that we're still faster after a Rock Tomb. Yeah, let's see what a Confusion does. It's not like I have a better option. He doesn't know any Steel type moves yet. Come on, hit yourself in Confusion once. Jeez. He should fall asleep here. Okay, excellent. And then, how do I want to handle that? Yeah, why not? Let's do some bites. Cause and honestly, we could probably get away with, yeah, like a howl. Awesome. Great. No, that's awesome. We love it when they snap out of Confusion and wake up on the same turn. Jeez Louise. Alright, let's see if we can't get a bite off. Oh, that's good. And a flinch. Alright. Use up... I'm hoping / assuming that would be her only heal. Or that we're using up all the heals right now. This is really ideal, I would think. Now... Oh, okay, Nose Pass has block. So I feel like we're kind of obligated to immediately switch to Pork Shoulder. I don't think we can afford to play around with trying to put him to sleep with Radish. I think we just got to bring Pork Shoulder right in. to immediately get hit with a rock tomb. Oh, I do not like that. I don't like that at all. A Mega Drain should help mitigate some of this, though. Okay. Citrus Berry didn't activate. Would it activate after this? Okay, now we're slower. I think... God, it's not ideal. We've been hit with 2 rock tombs to the tune of 21 damage, which means they're each doing about 10, which means a crit could absolutely kill us. Don't get crit, don't get crit, don't get crit, don't get crit. Oh my god! I didn't even think about the fact that we've been Mega Draining. And there it goes. Okay, unpunished, unbothered. Woo! We did it! That's badge 1. That's badge 1. A delicious badge it is. Wow. Wow. I really, I really, like, you know, if we had wiped, we'd have wiped, but here we are to tell the tale. Deathless. 3 missed encounters. Which is just special. Just real special. But we cleaned up. We got really lucky on that last hit. We got really lucky. Probably this... I don't know. I was thinking like it could have been smarter to switch into Chingling. And then... maybe he'd stop doing rock tombs because it would be not very effective and we could switch Trico back in without the speed debuffs and blah blah blah, but I was thinking like, well, rock tomb's still like a speed control thing, like he still wants to be faster than you. A nose pass is so slow, so like how many rock tombs would Chingling have to get hit with before he doesn't want to use it anymore? And then to discover that, could we then have gotten blocked in with block, you know, like if he got faster than us before we expected him to? So it just seemed like, you know, better to like just pull the button, pull the trigger, and you know what, for the vid, let's go back real quick. Pork shoulder, I want you to do exactly what you just did, but like right here. Oh, you're tired? I'm glad about all of those things. You're cold? Composed and sure of yourself. I love to hear that. Why won't you dance with joy in here? You blushed? Okay, cutie. Well, I think we're gonna call it. We got one badge. And we've got just a great little starter here. We've got some fun encounters with Ancho and Bayleaf and Radish here to go into Brawly fighting Jim. So really looking forward to continuing the stream. I'll actually start to try to put together a schedule for it, and we will be back to take on at least Brawly, hopefully, soon. So just keep an eye on the channel. And hit that subscribe button if you're really interested in keeping up with the streams or in seeing the videos that we release. Thanks so much if you end up watching this. And to the one viewer that we seem to have in here, I really sincerely appreciate you. And feel free to subscribe for a chance to win Shrouded Fables ETB. Or just because you want to see good content. And I'm planning on putting that out. So, Thanks again, guys. A lot of fun.